Hello, what is your name?
My name is Tom Lee.
And what do you do?
I'm a lawyer at a law firm in Raleigh called Womble Carlisle Sandridge and Rice.
Okay. How much and what type of education did you receive?
I went to college and got a degree from North Carolina State University, and then I went to law school at Wake Forest Law School. So I had my 12 years of school, then 4 years of college, and then 3 years of law school.
How much and what type of work experience have you received?
What I do, I work with governments like the state of North Carolina and the city of Raleigh or Wake County when they borrow money. I have been doing this kind of work for about 30 years. I started out when I was young. I was an associate, which is a lower level person at the law firm, doing a lot of the serious work. Did that for about 5 years, 5 or 10 years, and I became a partner.
What do you like and dislike about your job?
What I like the most, I think, are my clients. I regard a lot of my clients as also my friends, so I enjoy working with them. I also enjoy putting transactions together, the problem solving that goes with it, and dealing with how do we get this done, how do we get that done. So that's a lot of fun. I like to go to places where I was involved in the financing, so I go to the Raleigh-Durham Airport, or go to a power plant or things like that, and know I had a part in putting that together. I think I dislike probably the most some of the federal tax law stuff that goes with that. And I have people who work with me on the federal tax law side of it, but there's a lot of tax law involved with what I do, and I think I don't enjoy that as much.
Have you seen a relationship between the amount of stress and the increase in your salary over the years?
No, not really. I enjoy what I do, and I think when you enjoy what you do, a lot of times you're successful at it. And at my law firm, if you're successful at it, you probably make more money. But I really am making more money because I'm successful, and I think I'm successful because I'm doing work that I enjoy doing.
How many hours would you say you work in a week?
I think I probably work a total of 50 to 60 hours per week. Lawyers keep track of their time, and there's something we refer to as the billable hour. That is, how many hours do we work that we can bill for. My billable hours don't run that much because I spend a lot of time doing development work, studying the law, things like that I don't necessarily bill for. But I think all in, I probably put in about 60 hours or so a week of work.
Do you ever have to travel, and if so, how much and what kinds of places? Is traveling a benefit, or does it add to your stress?
I'm fortunate because I travel, but only travel a little bit. Most of my work is in North Carolina, and most of my work gets done in Raleigh, although I represent people all over the state. Typically, they come to Raleigh in connection with their transactions, so I don't have to travel that much. But there is some amount of travel involved, and it's enough that I enjoy the travel and look forward to when I'm going on a trip. Typically, my travel will be somewhere like to New York for maybe a transaction closing in New York. A lot of times I may have to go to the city of Charlotte because a lot of the banks are in Charlotte, so I enjoy that. And then after that, it's going to conferences. I just was in Chicago a few weeks ago. I don't have to travel so much that it gets tiresome for me. I will tell you that when I was younger, I did have to travel quite a bit, and that can be very difficult if you travel a lot. Both for two reasons. One, just being on the road can be stressful, and number two, while you're on the road, quite often the work doesn't go away. So when you get back after you do your travel, then you got to catch up on all the work that didn't get done while you were on an airplane or sitting around an airport or something like that.
What would you do differently or the same with regards to your career?
I think the key is something I mentioned earlier, and that is I really do enjoy the work I do. There's some parts of it that I like better than others, and there's probably some clients I like working for more than others. But for the most part, I think it has been a matter of finding work that you enjoy doing and doing it. So what would I do the same? I would make sure that I found the work that I enjoy doing. I think it's a lot easier to be successful when you're doing work that you really enjoy doing. As far as doing things differently, don't know, I think when I was younger, I spent a lot more time at the office. I don't do that as much now as I did then. If I had to do it over again, I think when I was younger, I probably would not have worked as much as I did.